like they're often the ones who are being lied to and manipulated, because Christianity is, 80% of the people in our country profess some form of Christianity. And so they often use Christianity in churches and so on to manipulate this agenda. And a lot of what we're trying to do through the Secret Mysteries series, which is why we talk about how, yes, Christians did come here in the beginning, with the Puritan Pilgrim movement, but there were with them these secret groups. And as Manly Hall says, they reclothed their pagan ideas in this garment of Christian phraseology, but the reason was so that they could manipulate the Christian population to carry out their secret agenda. That's what they've been doing for 200 years now.
What's next for you? Are you going to do a part 4? Are you going to do another film project? I mean, I love these movies, and I give them out to my friends and families, especially, on my mother's side. They're very Christian, they're very religious, but at the same time, a lot of them are Bush Christians. They don't understand that there is no difference between the left and right. They don't understand that their leaders are really into the occult. They don't have this broad overview of what you present. So I think it's a great eye-opener if I can actually get them to throw it into the DVD player. What's next for Chris Pinto and David Bay?
Well, for myself and David, we're doing our pre-production stuff for Secret Mysteries Part 4, which is, the working title is War of the World, and it takes this whole America series and how America is really being used by these secret groups to carry out the New World Order. And,
excellent. We'll come back. We're going to talk about that more on the other side. It's the Alex Jones Show. I'm Jason Bermas. The website's Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.tv.
IonicZone.com sells virus, bacteria, and mold-killing products that will protect you and your loved ones from airborne pathogens, biological threats, chemtrails, you name it. For instance, Ionic Zone sells their patented ozone generators from $279, digital water ozonators from $135, and UVC dual-lamp induct air sanitizers from $279. Ionic Zone also sells highly effective alternative health products. For instance, Jim Humble's revolutionary internal virus-killing invention, MMS, Miracle Mineral Solution, Canada's Nurse Reen Case's Asiax Tea, Naturopath recommended Super Zeolite for heavy metal detox, even an ozone handheld bidet. If you're interested in natural healing, you'll love what Ionic Zone has to offer. Ionic Zone also offers free home business opportunities that will make you well over $1,000 a month. Call Mike toll-free at 1-800-549-9535 to inquire, or go to ioniczone.com.
Hey folks, Alex Jones here. I'm sending out a special alert to all those out there listening with credit card debt and struggling to make payments. I'm going to give you a very important phone number. Due to a declining economy and credit crisis, you now have the power to settle your debt and lower your payments by up to 60% or more by calling the Bailout Group. This program has already settled over $100 million of debt and are saving individual consumers thousands of dollars. Folks, if you are struggling with credit card debt and those excessive interest payments, the time is now to take advantage of this opportunity. Call the Bailout Group today at 1-800-324-6554. I hope our listeners take advantage of this. The call is free, and in 10 minutes they will show you how much you can save right over the phone with one simple call. Let the Bailout Group bail you out of debt, reduce your payments by up to 60%, and save you thousands of dollars today. That number again is 1-800-324-6554. 800-324-6554. The Bailout Group. Have you ever thought about what's in your shampoo, soap, or detergent? How about chlorides, dyes, ethanol, sulfates, sodium, formaldehydes, and more? Even fragrance can indicate the presence of some 4,000 separate ingredients, most of which are synthetic. Hi, this is Alex Jones. I was shocked when I discovered I could be inhaling these additives that can lead to coughing, wheezing, and shortness of breath, headaches, nausea, irritation of the skin, and mucous membranes. Now compare Calben Pure Soap, all natural, earth-friendly, no harsh chemicals, no animal testing. They're safe, and you save 85% of the money you're spending on cleaning products now. Start saving over $1,000 a year for your family of 4. Keep it natural. Call Cal Ben Pure Soap for a free catalog at 1-800-340-7091 or log on to 5starsoap.com. Try Cal Ben Pure Soaps, and I'll bet you'll never use any other cleaning products again. Call 1-800-340-7091 for all your cleaning needs.
Here I am wearing my Bohemian Grove trap skeet hat that somebody sent us, and next to me is the annal from 1987 to 1996. And if we zoom in on that, we had a caller yesterday, Chris, that was questioning how could Alex Jones possibly get into the Bohemian Grove, and he was insinuating that Alex was a member and it was all a conspiracy and blah, 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 blah. The truth is, in the early 80s, they did do some mainline reporting on the Bohemian Grove, and we have those clips. They're going to be in my next film, Invisible Empire, which really goes over this globalist New World Order agenda. Tom Brokaw talking about it, ABC News talking about it. But in the annal, I want to just show this on the prisonplanet.tv really quick, and we'll zoom out from it to see what other characters are here. But you have a news reporter sitting here, and he's also a cartoonist. And he's drawing a picture, and if you missed this, if you're listening, go check it out on YouTube later. He's drawing... He's pretending he's doing the news, but there's the thought bubble behind him, and he's in a robe and he has a candle. He's a member of the Bohemian Grove, and he's basically talking to everybody. Zoom out a little further and let's see who our good friends are above him. Oh, look, it's Newt Gingrich and George W. Bush and George H.W. Bush, the very good Christian men. Unbelievable. You know, what do you say to those kind of critics that, you know, they think that everything's a conspiracy? They think because Alex was able to get into the Bohemian Grove, he must be a member or a Vatican assassin. I mean, to me, it's just ludicrous. But to the outsider looking in, how do you explain to him, that's not what happened?
Well, I would, we've dealt with some of those people as well. We had a woman call and accuse us of being controlled by radical Muslims and left a message on our machine because in our documentaries we hadn't mentioned Islam or something. I mean, some people do. I mean, I think Alex Jones and you guys, you do a great job because you're very careful to document the things that you're talking about, and we try to do the same thing in our films. And what ends up happening is you put aside a lot of your conspiracy theories. If you have a conspiracy theory about something and you go and investigate it, sometimes you're wrong. You know, sometimes you had an idea about something and it just wasn't the right idea. But I think that's why it's so careful to document your evidence. But those kind of accusations against Alex, I've seen them against my partner, David Bay. He's been openly accused of being a member of the Illuminati because we mentioned Sir Francis Bacon, and there was this whole conspiracy theory that went on about that. I think it just kind of comes with the territory, and so we encourage people to be careful, to prove all things, as the Bible says. You know, we're Christians, and we admonish people. The Bible also says, "Accuse no man falsely." So we try to refrain from that and just encourage people to seek the truth, and we try to present as much documentation as possible to convict people so that they would go and conduct their own investigation.
Exactly. The proof is in the pudding, and we put this stuff out there. We source it, and we hope that people check out our source material. That's what this is about. When you talk about the pentagram in Riddles in Stone that's inlaid in the DC architecture, of course, with the open segment, you explain this is a Faustian process and out of one of his plays, correct?
Absolutely, and we show that it's mentioned by a very high-ranking Mason, Goethe, the famous German writer, in Faust, and he's publishing this broken pentagram in Faust during the same time period that Pierre L'Enfant is doing the street design for Washington, D.C.
Chris, thank you so much for joining us. The series is Secret Mysteries of America's Beginning, The New Atlantis, Riddles in Stone, Eye of the Phoenix, and look out for Part 4, hopefully in the coming months. They're in pre-production now, but I'm sure it's going to be another bang-up video. We'll be back after this. We've got Alan Watt for the full hour. We're going to be taking your calls in the second half hour. It's the Alex Jones Show. I'm Jason Bermas, PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com.
you for listening to GCN. Be sure to visit GCNlive.com today.